Us E3 viewers, we like surprises. And at Ubisoft's press conference, there was a big surprise delivered by this man, Jason Vandenberg, the creative director on For Honor.
Yeah.
For Honor, you
Surprise!
Surprise! Hey, what's up?
I got a video game.
You got a video game.
We've been working on it.
You guys like just
Wanna play?
chop the crap out of people.
Blam.
Yeah, that's what I love. The debut trailer, and then
Live
oh
demo.
yeah, here are the guys out here, guys and girls coming out to play.
That was the best. The audience all like, oh my god.
That's good because you want it to be more tangible. You know, after sort of stories about you see games announced and then you don't see them for a while.
Yeah.
You really get the steel in your teeth.
Well, with
I
this,
guess that's the bad option.
steel in your teeth.
Wrong.
It's dangerous. You don't want to go onto the battlefield like that. No. Well, but this game, we got a new way to fight, right? So we have this new controller and this new way to put the sword in your hand, and so we're like, you kind of have to show it to you. Because I could say, hey, I got a new way to fight. Trust me.
Wouldn't you trust this face?
Exactly. Why
I know
wouldn't
about
you just,
fighting.
I'm there, right? So instead we were like, got a new way to fight. Why don't you come play it? We're live on the floor. We got 16 pods back at the booth. We got people cycling through. They're having a great time.
I have a job to do here, man. You don't want me to leave you hanging on stage. Let's talk about For Honor a little bit. I want to talk about that new way to fight in a sec. I want to get into it, but first let's set the stage. We're in the medieval era. Ish.
Well, it's certainly a place where they had swords.
Yeah, this is sort of inspired by...
This is not a history game, though. This is, of course, I mean, we got Knights, Vikings, and Samurai, as you're going to see in our trailer here, right? I don't know if you know this.
Okay.
Vikings and Samurai did not actually fight.
Not a lot of overlap.
On a European battlefield in history. That didn't actually occur.
But
it should have.
It should have.
And that's why we're here.
And along comes you guys to make that right.
Let's make that happen.
So, what we've seen is basically this is sort of a pure sword fight combat thing, but they're big battles. It's not just one-on-one. It's you've got your teams, but then there's player characters and non-player characters in the battle.
We got AI on the map. We got this thing called the front line. We got this big group of guys, soldiers that are battling over that central lane. You can get in there and get with the swing, and
you sort of cut your swath through
exactly.
the AI. But once
because everybody wants to cut a swath.
If you're on the battlefield, you want to cut a swath, but you also want someone to test your mettle.
And that's
you don't want to just hack your way through everyone.
And that's what those other players are going to do for you. Game is 4v4, so you got 4 other guys on the other team who are coming after you, hunting you down, ready to lock in and do a duel. Right?
All right. So once you lock in, you're sort of squaring off. How does that control scheme work? Just give us a little quick overview.
Real quick. Okay, so you want to go fight. You're driving around, third-person game. You're driving around with a left stick.
Yep.
First, I'm going to lock with a trigger. Left trigger. I'm going to. Now we're in guard mode.
So
I've got my sword
you can
out.
disengage that.
Yes, you
and
can
run
let
away.
go, and
Okay.
exactly. You want to go fight in that lane. You want to fight in that front line there. You're going to be swinging without lock. But if you see another player you want to fight, you're going to lock on.
Yeah, you got to focus.
Exactly. We're going to do it because this guy's serious, right? Okay, so let's fight. Now I got my guard out, and when I lock, now my right stick becomes my sword. It becomes my guard. We have 3 guards, left, right, and top. Okay, so what happens is I move my right stick, I'm moving my sword to the left, to the right, to the top.
Yep.
And wherever I'm holding my sword, that's where I'm guarding.
Yep.
So if you attack me where I'm guarding, bang,
Clang.
it's gonna bounce right off.
Yeah.
Right. Now if I push the attack button, right, which you got 2 attacks on the shoulders there.
Okay.
Got a quick and a heavy
Yep.
on the 2 triggers. I'm gonna attack on the side I'm holding my weapon. So if I'm over here on the left, I'm gonna push the attack button. I'm gonna attack you on your right side.
Yep.
If I'm on the top, I'm gonna attack you top.
Coming over the top.
So you can see from where I'm holding my weapon what I'm probably gonna do. And what this does is just creates this cycle where you're looking at my stance, I'm looking at your stance. We're both like, this is where I'm safe, but I gotta move my weapon to attack you.
Yep. You got
to do that, I gotta open myself up for a second.
Do some feints,
Do
maybe,
some feinting,
to like lure you
look
into a
at what
strike.
you're doing. This is now we're fighting. Now we're having the emotions of gameplay. This whole system that we've created here is called the Art of Battle. This is our core new thing, right? Called the Art of Battle. You put that on a 4v4 setting where I also got to worry about one of your guys coming up behind me
and ganking
pulling
you.
a gank stuff.
I can see that's happened to you once or twice.
Oh, man. I'm a knight. I fight honorably, you know?
No honor in battle.
No,
There's only the alive and the dead.
What are you, a Viking? Good.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I could get down with some Vikings.
All right, then. So we got that. So that's how the system works.
That's
right?
good. It sort of helped me wrap my head around just sort of the basic sort of flow there, and you can see how that when you're engaged with another human player gets immediately complex as you're trying to figure each other out, trying to psych each other out.
Yep.
So what is, what happens? So you smite your opponent.
So smitten.
You roar to the heavens. You make a blood offering.
Yes.
And how does the game progress? What are you sort of earning for that? How does that affect the flow of battle?
Right on. Well, first you killed one of your opponents, so now
Yes.
they're down to 3 people alive, and they need to go back and respawn, right? So they're dead for a while.
Uh-huh.
But also you're getting score off of that. At E3, we're playing this mode called Dominion, which is kind of a modified, it's our sort of twisted version of domination, sort of classic domination.
Sure.
We got 3 capture points, and you're shooting for 1,000 points, right?
Uh-huh.
You're getting points by killing other players, killing the soldiers in the field, but you're also getting temporary points when you take the capture point. So you hold one of those capture points,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna get a big score boost, like 250 points, right? But those are points that can be taken away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of course the enemy team can take the
So
point.
you just have to hold the
You gotta
point.
hold that thing down.
banks 250 in your
Exactly.
thing, but if they yank it, it
It's
goes
gone,
away.
right?
Okay.
First team to 1,000 points, pushes the enemy team into breaking. Now the enemy's starting to break. They're getting ready to rout, right?
Yep.
What you'd have to do then, they can't respawn.
Oh, okay.
Hunt them down. Now it's hunt them down. Kill every one of the enemy team, and you win the game.
What's the recourse though for
So-
the team that's breaking?
Take a capture point.
Oh,
you take
all
one of
right.
those capture points back, you're going to take 250 points away from the enemy team, and you're back in the game.
And you can respawn again.
Exactly.
and
You
it might
respawn your whole
continue.
team. Whoever's dead, they come right back, and now you're rolling again.
All right.
So there's a lot of this tug of war at the end that's pretty cool.
Now tell me how archers and siege weapons factor in here. Are those sort of
Right.
tied to capture points? How does that come
So,
into play?
so you saw in the onstage demo, you saw a lot of like the arrows coming down. You saw
Yeah.
the catapult explosions in the background. Those are what we call feats. Those are player abilities.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yes, those are
Okay.
and there's slots. You got 4 of them for each hero, right? Each hero has 4 slots. And what you're doing when I'm fighting people, I'm sort of earning my way up. I'm sort of earning my
Your
my
battlefield cred.
battlefield credibility.
Yeah.
And if I get that 4th one up there, I can go, I want a catapult strike right there. And it's boom.
And the catapult guys are like,
Yes, sir.
man, that guy's been kicking ass. We are all right. We got this.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
So and then each type of hero has their own sort of kit of feats to pick from, and you can customize your loadouts how you want to go.
And now we've got Vikings, we've got samurai, we've got
Knights.
and so
The way you said that last one, though, I'm like, man, come on, knights.
Yeah, I think the demo has demonstrated a more Viking sensibility kind
Really?
of guy.
I'm really
Yeah.
shocked at this point. I'm
So
surprised by that.
And it's not just the factions that we're playing; it's also the maps you're playing in. So
Absolutely.
is every map a castle kind of situation? Does it have multiple areas? Give us an idea of the size and setting and the variety of maps.
So we're not really. So we brought our first map here, and we're not really ready to talk about the whole scope of the world yet, right?
Okay.
We're gonna
All right.
go into some solo campaign stuff, and we're gonna start talking about that in the future, right? But one way to think about what we're gonna do with this space, right? It was if you think about this game as kind of a shooter with swords,
Yeah.
right? That's the way we're going to approach the map cycle, right? We're going to need a bunch of variety. Everything's going to have its own theme, right? We need a bunch of those to sort of evoke this world, because those maps are going to be how you really get to feel the history of the space, right?
Absolutely.
So you're going to be hearing a lot more from us about all that in the months to come.
And how about anything about a campaign? Are there sort of different factions have their different stories to play out?
So we're gonna. I can confirm we're gonna have a full solo campaign.
Uh-huh.
You'll be able to play that, and it's gonna be on its own a reason to play, a reason to enjoy the game. Right? It's gonna be a full experience. We're not ready to talk to you guys about what that's
Sure.
gonna be. That'll be down the road. But we got lots of ways to play. We already have in the build today. We've got bots that work for you. So if you want to play if you like the multiplayer modes and you want to just play those and train, you can just play those matches against bots, right? You're also going to be able to play co-op, of course, and super required, because this is a game about fighting with weapons. Split screen, absolutely key feature for us.
Ooh, split screen.
Yes.
Really bringing conflict into the living room.
Well,
huh?
you want to sit on the couch and beat up your buddy, right? I mean, that's kind of the thing.
That is
or
accurate.
with is okay, I know.
Sure, you could cooperate,
Yeah. Or you could win. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Jason, For Honor, an exciting debut for Ubisoft and you guys here at E3 2015. Do you have sort of a release window or anything in mind?
We really
the
don't.
Future sometime.
Future, out there in the future. But what I can tell you is you're going to start hearing from us about live periods. We're here at the show to kind of introduce some new mechanics, show you guys what we're doing, make sure it works, like get feedback, you know, that kind of stuff.
Important stuff.
But I mean, you know, as a game that has this kind of roots in multiplayer, of course, we're going to be talking to you guys about live periods and down the road. So we're out here as early as we possibly can, because that's going to be a really key part of making sure that that final product kicks ass.
Well, we're glad you came out, Jason. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Hey.
Pleasure to see For Honor in action.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. All right.
Even though you are a Viking, I'm okay with that.
What? You're a night guy? Did we even clarify this?
I know, right? I'm not on the inside.
Okay. All right.
Well,
we'll meet sometime in the future.
We'll solve this
We'll
in the field
hash
of
this
battle.
out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, Vanderberg, I'll get you. All right, coming up next, folks, it's a look at Tom Clancy's The Division, another game that made a splash at Ubisoft's press conference. Don't go away.